Who are we? We are the Auburn Interfaith Food Closet. Established in 1998 as an all-volunteer organization, the Auburn Interfaith Food Closet exists to provide nutritious food to the families that need it in our community. It is our goal to make sure they are provided the right kind of food to eat, food that will keep them healthy and nourished. In addition, it is our mission to treat every family or individual that walks through our doors with respect and dignity. We are the Auburn Interfaith Food Closet.
Welcome to our new food closet. This is an opportunity for us to have a bigger facility, to be able to store all of our food in one place, to have more refrigeration equipment, and to be able to help those who are in need.
Hi, my name's Daniel. I came to the food closet because it helps out the community by people donating food and giving to the people who need the food and not just giving it to the people who just want food all the time. I came here because I'm currently out of work and with no work can't really afford food, and they help me out with the food I can't afford.
All right, come on in. I want to show you the food closet and you'll love it, just like I do. This is the area where we receive clients. This is our reception room, and we have a receptionist who checks them in, checks their ID.
My name is Marie Barderona, and I usually work the desk, interviewing the clients as they come in. I've done that for about 7 or 8 years now. When I work here and see the people, it just makes me feel good, making them feel good.
This is a preference card that lists most of the things that we have to offer in the food closet. And so what we want to find out from them is the foods that they do not want, so that we're not giving them foods that they will just throw away or not use, and that makes our food go further. But in addition to that, what we do is we find out what special needs they have. You know, are they diabetic? Do they have a child under 10 with a birthday this month? Or are there special needs they have, like they need dog food or cat food or any kind of special need that they have? If we have it, we try to meet it. And this card is then given to our workers in the back room.
My name's Bree and I go to Del Oro High School in Loomis. I'm here today because it's always good to give back to the community, and I have family that kind of sometimes relies on this, and so you never actually know when you're going to be in that position of when you need this stuff. So I definitely feel like it's great to be able to give back to the community, because like I said, you don't know when you're going to need this.
The workers who work back in the back room and what we call the warehouse, they have the sheet with the information filled out by the client, and what they will do is they will take a grocery cart. This is one that's already set up, ready to go, and the first thing that they will do is provide a bag of EFAP food. EFAP is the Emergency Food Assistance Program that comes from USDA, and if they qualify for that food by income level, we will give them a bag of that food, and that is food that is predetermined and is given to us to give out to those families. So aside from that, we use menus to determine how much food to give them. We're giving them meat, milk, cheese, soda, or juice, so that every family gets food according to the USDA food groups.
I'm a student at Jesuit, and I'm going to be a senior, and they require 50 hours of Christian service. Well, a couple people have been talking to me, some of the clients that come in. Actually, there was this one lady who came in, and I helped her to her car, and basically she said that it makes her feel really good that people like me are out here helping the community. It actually opens my eyes that there's actually a lot of, I don't want to say poverty, but there's a lot of people struggling in Auburn and the surrounding area that I wasn't really aware of.
Here's a sample of a loaf of bread that we received from our local grocery store. We get donations from Safeway, and Rayleigh's on a regular basis 2-3 times a week. So we try to give them the sliced bread once we have that. This is where we receive our donations. So when people bring us food or donate fruit, they will come in through the back door and they will sign a log and log in the items that are being donated. And they're all counted, and then they're put away and they're given out with the oldest given first and then the newest given last. This is kind of the back door view of the food closet, so you can see all of the shelves with all the items on it. And so we stock from the back. The beauty of this big warehouse is we can stock from one side and take to deliver to from the other side. And just to turn around a bit, you'll see the capability that we have for the additional refrigeration and freezer equipment. We had a walk-in refrigerator donated by the Grass Valley Interfaith Food Ministry. It's probably 1,000 years old, but it still works.
I went to grade school here in 1951. I came back here about 15 years ago, and I'd say without this, we'd have a lot of very desperate families.
And all of those are used for like the excess so that we have a place for storage. Because sometimes when we get frozen food from USDA, we have to have a place to store that. And storing it is a problem. And speaking of the USDA food, this is this month's shipment. Every month they give us a menu of what goes in the USDA bag. So then we supplement this so that every family receives the amount of food that's specified by USDA for each food group. The only exception is the dairy food group. We don't give them as much milk and dairy as they suggest because it's too expensive. We do a pretty good job of meeting it, but we're probably about 50%. So if we had a goal of being able to increase the amount and meet that level, that would be where we would need to do that.
You know, I'm a retired physical therapist, and I have seen several of my ex-patients come in for food, and that's been a bit gut-wrenching for me because I know the people a bit more than I would say the average individual that comes in here, and they're sometimes embarrassed, so on, but we always work through that, and I sit down and visit with them, but that touches me when that happens. I can't imagine doing anything that's more direct, more positive to help others than this.
One of the things that we do at the Food Closet is we give birthday bags to children under 10 when they have a birthday in this month. So these are all donated. We don't buy these families within our community put together these birthday bags. The idea is to give them something that they can celebrate their birthday with to make it a little special. We also serve a good number of homeless in our community, and if they have cooking and refrigeration capabilities, we just treat them like another regular person as opposed to having special needs. But most of them don't have either cooking or refrigeration or both. So when that happens, we have food that doesn't have to be cooked and can be opened with a pop top. And we serve about 100 homeless a month. So, and we also allow them to choose whether to come once a month or to come 3 times during the month. But they get the same amount of food whether they come once or 3 times a month.
My name is Jan Wells, and I work for Advocates for Mentally Ill Housing here in Auburn. And so we have clients that are in our housing program that have mental illnesses and are either homeless or at risk of being homeless. And a lot of times they come into our program, they don't have a lot of financial, if some of them have 0 finances that they can support themselves. And so we bring them to the food closet here to help supplement the food that they get. It's really important as far as I can see the nutrition A lot of times, if they've gotten some money maybe from food stamps, they don't always understand how to make sure they cover all of their food groups. If they come here to the food closet, they kind of tell people what they like or they don't want, but then they still get sort of a basic rounded food that covers all of the different food areas. So like, you know, the meats, the grains, the vegetables and fruits, that kind of thing.
About 2% of our families have children that are under 2 years old, and some of those, of course, are infants that need baby food or need diapers. So we have baby food that is consistently donated. We don't buy it, but we allow the mothers to pick out the types of foods they want for their babies, and we also have diapers that are donated that we will give them diapers as well. And we were talking about the homeless. Every month when they come, we give them a hygiene kit. So that contains like shampoo and deodorant and a comb and soap, things to help them keep themselves clean. So we give this to them every month when they come. About 40 packets of these go out every month, and we have them set up for men and for women with a little different item. So that pretty much is what we put in the bags. But let me tell you about a new area that we have out here that we're working on. One of the things we're excited about is we want to be able to expand our capability to help people with helping them rather than just giving them a handout. So we've created this Food Resources Board that provides information on a variety of things like medical information, jobs, housing, legal, some spiritual information, recovery groups. So every time they come, they can avail themselves of the information. And there's information about CalFresh. We always try to make sure they know about CalFresh, and if they're eligible for it, they could then apply for it. Thank you for investing your time to watch this video and for investing in the Food Closet and in our community.